I want to throw you what you Americans might call a curveball.
Go for it.
Because the laws of science are not laws in the sense of that we use the word law in our criminal justice realm. They are not constraining. They are not laws that must be obeyed or must have always been obeyed, and there are no sanctions for if you disobey them, if you see what I mean. So let me enlarge on this. The point is that there are laws in the sense that we've observed behavior happening in the cosmos, and it seems to operate consistently. So we've been able to describe it in this manner, and we've even been able to assign mathematical values to things like phenomena like gravity, and therefore we've given it the title law. But at the beginning, according to our current understanding of cosmology, there was no matter.
Correct.
So there was gravity is the property of matter.
No, it's not. Matter has no properties because matter's not a thing. Matter is tightly compacted energy.
Well, yes, if that's a way of viewing it, but gravity is a property of the amount of mass, if you like, the amount of compaction of the energy. And so the more mass, the more gravity. And at the beginning, there was no mass. The energy had not been yet compacted into whatever you're going to call it, whether you call it compacted mass or matter, whatever name you give it, it wasn't. It was just diffuse energy. And so at that point, there was nothing for gravity to emanate from, as it were.
Okay.
So at that point, the so-called laws of science didn't apply.
Yeah, and yet they still existed.
No, I don't think they did.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
I'll tell you what. Prove me wrong.
Okay. I can't.
Right, and I can't prove you wrong, and that's why I don't argue about these things or try to convince anyone I'm right. I simply tell people what I believe. And I'm more than happy to answer questions if you don't understand what I'm saying, but I don't defend my beliefs. They're just my beliefs.
Yeah, indeed. In fact, when we get to this level of, the beginning of time and space and stuff, the only correct thing to say is...
So we just don't know. We just don't know. That's correct.
Right, and that's why I am an agnostic theist.